Hi Gemini, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Gemini, this is your love reading starting today on the 18th of December, but I set the time frame from somewhere mid-December to mid-January of 2021. You see that I still have a little bit of a different format. If you haven't seen me before, you don't know that, but if you've seen me before, you've seen me before. And I'm just trying something new to just see if it's better that you're sort of seeing everything that I'm seeing. A little mixture of both, perhaps both my face and the cards in the future. We'll see. Yeah, it's your love reading, and we're going through so many changes energetically right now. So I think there's going to be sort of a seeping in of the 21 energy that's going on the 21st of December, and then we have a full moon on the 30th of December, and then we're coming into the new year, the year 21. So we're going to see here what comes out for you. But it is an intention for your love story. I do not shuffle right in the microphone. So what do we want to tell Gemini in their love story for the upcoming month? The decks that I'm using I've listed down below in the description box if you're interested. Dolphin, wow. So you get the happiest card basically in the deck, the Dolphin card, which is all about play and fun. And let's just really look into this. There's so many women there just having so much fun and just playing in the water, and the dolphins just really want to come and join in, which speaks about really high vibration. The dolphins never come to play unless it's really good vibes, really good energy. And we have this huge shell, the sea shell, which is all about intuition, like putting your ear to the ground, really paying attention to what's going on around you. It looks very much also like a whirlwind or like a vortex that's coming out of the ocean, which is really fascinating because the vortex is like something that you can really, meaning your treasure chest, meaning everything that you sort of have piled up in maybe even over the years, not just recently, but over the years, ever since you were a child, perhaps. And it's like, it's a gold mine of everything that you want, and how you access it is through your emotions. So I love how this water that represents emotions for me is then having the vortex coming out of the emotions, and it seems to be very, very happy go lucky energy down here. But if you take a little look at yourself, there's something you're saying goodbye to. It's like you're taking one final look, one last look at something, and you're saying goodbye to it. We have all these bubbles flying across your head with eagles in it. So it's like there's potential for freedom. There's potential for a lot of messages coming in. They're a bit floating around for you to grab hold of any day now, any time that you want. But there's something about, do you see how you still cling to something old? It's like you're a bit afraid. The happiness that goes on around you, the beauty that goes on around you, the promises of a beautiful tomorrow, of an exciting adventure in your life, it's like it's right around you. And and you're standing here holding on to this, whatever that is, mushroom. Lay off the drugs, guys. I'm just kidding. Or maybe I'm not for somebody. It's just you're clinging to something old and you're refusing a tiny bit to let go. And because you're refusing to let go, in the moment, you're missing out on all the fun. It's a bit of a worrisome. The Dolphin card here says, don't worry, be happy. You know that song? Don't worry, be happy. We're going to see how that plays out here. We're going to go deeper and clarify each and every card and find the basic energy for you. So, second card here. If that is in terms of your love life, like you're sort of refusing a tiny bit to let go of something in the past, a person from the past, or a situation from the past that is sort of hindering you to move on in whatever situation you're in now. again. Don't shuffle in the microphone. Let's see what the first card is. Wow, refusing to see. What is this, Gemini? There you go. Wow, such different energies coming out like all together. So it is what's going on around you. It is this beauty of the dolphin energy, playfulness, celebration, party, fun, all these promises, all these major gazillion opportunities here. You see how they just keep coming? They just keep bubbling up. But you're sort of not really having any of it. And then we have the card refusing to see. This is like when the whole, like your intuition is on fire, your third eye is really open, and we're really, the potential for being tuned in and really getting the messages right now is beautiful. But then there's something you don't, it's like we don't want to leave the past, or we don't leave a situation from the past. Something from the past is holding you back. Potential for opening your crown. The third eye is already open. It's like there's something with a V. So maybe there's a V name or V something. Something is going on in your life right now. Some opportunities is going on in your life right now. And for some reason, you do not want to see it. We're going to find out why you don't want to see it. Because look at this. It's like, okay, so this is talking about each and every energy center in your body. Mainly focusing in on your solar plexus right now. Solar plexus being the center of manifestation, feeling worthy, feeling confident. We're focusing in on your heart with the green there. We're focusing on your spiritual path with the purple. Perhaps a little bit of indigo with your third eye. And then your throat energy center. So throat, heart, solar plexus, and third eye. That's the major focus here. It's number 6. So it's asking you, like I just said, with this vortex coming out here in this card, or this treasure chest of stuff that you want, how you access it, whatever it is that you want to access, you're standing on top of it. You're so close to it. It's right there. And how you access it, if you want to stay focused, how you access it is to let go of the past, and also be emotionally available to it, emotionally in the vibration of it and in the vicinity of it, which means that you need to heighten your mood right now. And it's about the giving and receiving. It's whatever you're sending. It's like the infinity sign. Whatever you send out is going to come back. Whatever you send out is going to come back. And I started to talk about the 6. I'm being guided back. I'm sorry, I'm cutting out in the middle of sentences sometimes. So there's number 6, and it's the connection between you and your inner being. That's what it's talking about. The connection between the personal, the physical you, and the non-physical you, your inner being. So very much energy center work here right now, chakra work. It's flowering. I see this flower coming up behind it. Giving and receiving. And the manifest card. There's a treasure chest. And from this card, it looks like you're manifesting love. Because it's like we're starting with this ethereal, this sort of, it's just in its purest form. It hasn't really turned into anything. And all of a sudden, it's like it's starting to shape this heart. This beautiful heart on top of your head. And that's you manifesting it. And I see this flower life symbol. So there's this flowering, like we're blooming. We're blooming with these chakra centers, solar plexus, worthiness, manifestation, feeling whole, very much about worthiness as well, but like just really coming from the heart. Speaking your truth, being authentic, choosing the most honest life for yourself right now. And the spiritual growth, the spiritual path, the connecting in with your intuition, looking through the third eye. And you're about to manifest stuff here. We need to let go of this first, though. We're going to go deeper and find out what the heck is going on here. So can we clarify this refusing to see, please? Eight of Winter and Prince of Winter. So I'm going to start with this Prince of Winter. And is that a ferret? Is that what is called? A ferret? It's so cute. En iller in Swedish. Seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. The need to act quickly and decisively, sudden or unexpected changes. So this is for the clarifying of the refusing to see. So it's another blue border. We have the blue is clarifying the blue here. So it is your throat. It's all about starting to speak your truth, and it's all about choosing to feel. I mean, I'm the first person. I just talked about it. How everything you want is connected to your emotions. Like you will feel. If you feel excited about something, something really good is on its way in. If you feel really depressed over something, something not so fun is on its way in. That's just how the universe works. That's just universal law. And here, it's like it's asking you to sort of put the emotions to the side. So whatever this is from the past, or whatever this is that you're sort of holding on to, hanging on to a bit, it's like you're refusing to let something go. It's not beneficial for you to stay there. And maybe you know exactly what it is. There's rapid movement around you. Like everything is still, it's not so much that you're refusing so hard that it's like that you reach a standstill in your life. Like you're not blocking yourself in the way that you can't continue to move forward. It seems like you definitely continue to move forward. We have this going on here. And so it's something about you putting your emotions aside for a bit. It's like they're asking you to not be so emotionally involved, which is completely against everything I just said. Like, no, you need to access your emotions to connect in with your vortex and get exactly what you want. However, it's like it doesn't serve you to be actively involved in this very thing that you don't let go of. Like I said, whether this is a situation for you, whether this is a person for you, whether this is just all beliefs, like a belief system that you sort of just hang on to. And I believe that you know what it is. Like, yeah. I know what it is. I know what I need to let go of. But it's like, I don't want to. I'm not gonna. Because it's said so. It's like, it's a little bit of a childish energy here. A little bit of an immature energy here. Don't shoot the messenger, okay? It's asking you, it's a rapid movement. It's like the 16, sudden shifts and sudden changes. So it's asking you to be a little less emotionally involved and just sort of deal with it in an intellectual way. Because this is not something that you're trying to manifest. This is something that you're trying to let go of. That will serve everything. It will bring exactly what you want as we're letting go of it. Prince is like it's a new energy here. So there's like it's an opportunity for change, definitely. And then we have 8 of Winter, and 8 is all about the endless possibilities again. It is whatever you send out is coming back. It's like good karma returns. The infinity sign. This is also winter. It's a bit stale, but I feel like there's movement forward. Even though you're standing on your ice block, that's not connected to the rest of the heavy ice. It sort of has broken loose, and and you're like sailing around on your ice block. It's still a bit stiff. It's still a bit stale. It's not super, super friendly and warm. It's a bit cold. It's a bit cold. It's interesting. I'm going to talk about that first, what I'm seeing there first. I know it's not, but I'm guided there. And when I'm looking there, it's like it looks like flamingos. Flamingos that are white. Could focus. Or maybe it doesn't want to focus because it's not flamingos back there. But I see flamingos that are white. What does that mean? Flamingos. Flamingos for me recently has just turned up to be Florida because I did not know the connection of flamingos in Florida. But then it was this lovely person who just validated what I was saying in the comment section, just saying, that I believe she was just moving from Florida or something, moved somewhere else. But Florida has so many flamingos. So many flamingos. This is a white flamingo, so it's like in the very early, like the purest form. It's the purest form of a flamingo. I don't know if a flamingo can be. So maybe that's what they are in the beginning. Because I know that flamingos turn pink because they're eating so much shrimp. And the color, or whatever you call it, the color in the shrimp is actually what makes the flamingo turn pink. So perhaps they are actually white to begin with. So it's something about going back to its origin. Something with Florida, maybe the warmer climate, moving into a bit warmer feelings, because it's a bit cold here. It's a bit stagnant. It's a bit unemotional. It's a bit like I'm a bit separated for this. You don't really feel connected in with the situation. And so there's a feeling of getting back to its purest form and warming up a tiny bit. Let's see what it says on the bottom. You have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not, a lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. Wow. That's what you're doing. You're standing in the midst of awesomeness. You're standing in the midst of awesomeness, and you do not realize your own power and the potential you have to bring about so many different things right now. It's almost a bit humorous, is what it feels like. It's almost a bit humorous. And maybe why I feel that is because you feel that too. Maybe you get all this. Of course you get all this. I just mean, maybe you get like, I get it. I get that I'm a bit moody, and I get that's why I don't like, and I get that I'm supposed to let go of certain things and I just can't. And I know that that's the effect then. The effect then is that I don't get what I want. But I'm still pissed, and I'm still a bit grumpy, and I'm still a bit immature about this. And so I'm just going to hang on to it for a bit longer because I want to. So much blue here. So much about like speaking your truth. So maybe there's something about like the need to just stand up for yourself. It can be the need for you to stand up. It can be the fact that you need to stand up for yourself in the situation, whatever the situation is, and then let go of it. Or it's like in the past you felt like in a situation similar to this, or maybe it's like, oh my God, it's just playing out itself all over again. It's a similar feeling, whatever the feeling you have in whatever this is that is going on. Maybe feeling powerless, maybe feeling like we had here, your self-confidence is waning. It's not there to support you. And whatever this is that has happened in the past, maybe it's like a similar feeling where you did not stand up for yourself. When did you feel a while back, many years back, like something was against you? I'm actually getting not so kind and nice energies here. So it could be early years when somebody's bullied in school. Like you want to try to fit in, but you just don't fit in anywhere. And it could have just gotten out of line, like out of hand, that you actually get bullied from other kids. Kids can be so freaking mean. Adults can be freaking mean as well, but it all starts in kindergarten. That's what I'm saying. And it's like, yeah, there's something, it doesn't have to be for all. There's just something, whatever you felt there, powerless, less than, not having the confidence, not feeling entitled. I don't say that you should feel entitled, but like not feeling like you're worthy enough to fit into a certain situation. Why did that person want to spend time with me? Me? Like, what do I have to offer? Something like that. And it's like in adulthood, it's like it all plays out again. It might look completely different. It might be in a completely different scenario, but yet again, you're powerless. You can't do anything about it. And so it's like, that's why you don't want to let it go, because it's not just about the very thing that is happening right in front of your eyes. I'm getting a little bit emotional as I'm saying this, so probably it is releasing for you. Maybe even through this reading, it's releasing for you. It's like okay, so a minute ago, if you were an adult and you weren't not like attached or tuned into this thing that happened in the past, you could have easily let this go, easily. But since it's not just the very thing that is happening now in adulthood, where like perhaps people around you say, just let go, just what are you doing? Like hanging on to that old stuff? It's nothing. It means nothing. It has been going on for, it has been going on for 2 days. Like, yeah, it might have been going on for 2 days, or actually 3. But it's not, the thing is that it has not been going on for 2 days. It might have even been going on for 20 years. And it's not an everyday thing that has happened every day, but there's something that you're emotionally attached to that happened when you were way, way younger. And it's playing out in this different format that at first glance you might not even understand what's going on here. Why are you so invested? And why don't you just let it go? When it's so simple and you know that it's screwing everything else up, and yet you're hanging on to it. Refusing to see. I know my third eye is wide open. My crown is wide open. I have the possibility to tune into everything. I'm gonna close my eyes. It's like those like the kids, or my hearing impaired son, that as soon as they just close their eyes, they think that they're gone, or they can literally not hear you. And so it's like la 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 la. I'm not gonna listen, because you're dealing with deeper stuff here. It's not just the past 2 days or past 2 weeks that has been going on something. It's connected deeper. That's what you're letting go of now. So we're working on solar plexus, we're working on your heart, we're working on your throat chakra, which is all about telling it like it is, speaking up for yourself, standing your ground. This one comes through very clearly now. Feeling worthy and speaking up. Knowing who you are and having the right to yourself, having the right to the most authentic version of you. And then your spiritual path, or your indigo, like your third eye opening here, which will lead to this. And now I'm brought back to the white flamingos there again, because it's like the purest form white that then turns into a little bit of pink. In this case, maybe a little bit of red. We're starting with the purest form, and then we're turning it in to the love that we want to see. It's a brand new beginning here with the number 1. So can we clarify this further? What do we do about this? Queen of Autumn. And the Queen, wow. So guys, I almost see this as the King and the Queen, and however you want to like switch the characters around, I still feel that the both of them are you. You're coming into like your king, your mature version, the master that has come out of this crappy situation from childhood, and we're healing all of it now. We're healing the self-confidence, the worthiness, to feel worthy, to feel like you deserve everything that's good in life. It's quite emotional with the heart to start to feel everything. You start to feel, so it can be quite overwhelming. Maybe you're like have easy access to, like I started to feel very moved a minute ago. Just as soon as you're like, it can be such a silly thing as watching some silly commercial on television, and it hits your heart a tiny bit, and even though it's like a 30-second commercial, you're in tears. I was like, what the hell is going on here? You're healing the foundation. We're healing the solar plexus and the heart and your throat. And you might have felt something in your throat, and there might be something going on with your throat energy center there that's also being healed right now. The level of honesty or truth, like I usually say, you don't have to become a bitch. Both for men and women, you don't have to become a bitch just because you're starting to tell the truth, right? But it's important that you stand up for yourself. And there is a connection with all of them, but I just realized what the strong connection is between the heart and the indigo, the heart and the third eye. So it's like we're coming from the heart when we see things now. And we see things from a way, way, way more mature, way, way more like wise place now. So we're not like with a lack of heart or from an intellect coming from a place where we don't understand and trying to see it through our physical eyes. You're coming from the heart, seeing it through your third eye. And you're going to start to see. Refusing to see, but you're going to start to see once this is healed. And it might come out in, it might just be this one isolated situation. It might come out in little things, like 5 or 6 or 7 tiny things that all has sort of the same vibe underneath it for you to reach this glorious couple. Queen, like when we're having the queen there, you've done such a beautiful job. You've done such a beautiful inner journey. There we have I was going to say we'll have the rabbit again, but it was a ferret. So there's full speed, like full, like a speedy recovery. It's so typical Gemini also. Like, okay, so we just found here that we're basically, I know it sounds a bit dramatic, but basically we're healing childhood trauma. That's basically what you're doing here. You're healing childhood trauma. Okay, you're aware of that. You're aware of that because it starts to fall into place here. So you're aware of it. I just want to say that all of a sudden I'm starting to feel very nauseous, and I'm starting to feel like I'm a bit, I'm not going to throw up, and I'm not going to throw up, but I'm starting to feel like I'm a bit, I think you're very uncomfortable in dealing with this stuff that comes up. So maybe you feel a bit dizzy, a bit nauseous, a bit like sick to your stomach. And it's because you're sick to your stomach. It's because you're like, I don't want to deal with this shite. It's so interesting with Gemini because even though it's like healing childhood trauma, all of these things comes up in your body because it's a physical memory. It's an actual real physical memory. That you don't want to talk about, you don't want to deal with, I don't want to let it go, but you know exactly what's going on. Still, it's like, still, Gemini, you do it with class. You do it with class. Okay, so if I'm not gonna let it go, I'm gonna let it go all the way. I'm not gonna let it go all the way, and I'm gonna have it happen fast. We're gonna move fast. It's like you almost have a little time frame. People, this is telling my age because we don't do this anymore. We look at the phones, but in my day we had watches. This is like a speedy recovery. It's so speedy. It's a fast pace going on here. So it's like even though it's dealing with childhood trauma, you're gonna do it fast because that's Gemini. And so we have the speed here of the rabbit sitting down here. This is luxurious. This is where you're going. This is you sitting on your throne. This is exactly what you need right now, Gemini. It might look like you're a bit full of yourself. It might look like you're a bit egotistical because maybe for just a couple of hours you just need to feel freaking awesome and don't care about anybody else, even though it kind of slightly steps on their feet. You need to just be sitting on your throne and just feel freaking awesome for a bit because you need to sort of take your power back. And you have with the queen, you see all the grapes and richness and the beauty around you, and the fact that you're pointing with your whole arm, pointing with your finger there, like that's where I want it there. Yeah, I needed to put it there. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. Like it's just you're just claiming your power. You're not going to be this obnoxious for another couple of weeks, but like for a minute, you need to be here. It is a bit of an annoying energy. I'm going to say that. Be practical. Be practical with respect to how you proceed. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. And this meeting someone, yes, it might be people, then you start to attract people coming into your life because you're starting to feel more and more secure about yourself and finding your inner truth and your inner balance. However, I think this meeting, the person that can help you, that can help your dreams come true is you. You're reconnecting with yourself here. Yin yang, feminine, masculine, coming into your true power. It's really, really beautiful. Queen talks about so much growth. If you feel like this is your story, I'm going to create the oh my god, the extended. So the extended reading, if you feel like this is your story, the extended reading probably fits you as well. So if you're interested in that, the link is in the description box down below. If not, thank you so much for watching, Gemini, and I hope to see you back soon. Take care, guys.